My name is Phoebe Whitney, and I'm going to describe to you the Fountas and Pinnell benchmark system that we use here at my school. I work at Dallas Park Elementary in Crowley ISD, and the benchmark assessment system is something that we use 3 times a year to benchmark and decide the reading level of all of our students. So this is an excellent tool for figuring out the reading level of your students, which is definitely beneficial for planning guided reading lessons, and also for determining if your students need extra help and intervention. So the way that you use this assessment system is you start off with the Where to Start word list, and if you're teaching grade 3, which I am, you start with list 3. So the numbers match up with whatever you're teaching, obviously. So if you teach 4th grade, you would start with list 4. You ask the student to read each word as best they can. If they get 19 out of 20, then you continue to the next list until they get 18 or less correct. And then there's actually a chart that comes with this kit that tells you, that's the wrong chart. It tells you exactly what level you should start their testing on based on how many that they got correct. So as you can see, if you gave them list 3 for 3rd grade and they got 11 to 15 correct, then you would start them on a level K for their benchmark assessment. If they got 19 to 20, you go on to the next list. But it's just wonderful because it tells you exactly what books to start on. So let's say I have a student that got 11 to 15, and I'm going to start testing that student on a level K. Then I would go straight to my box, and it's organized by levels. And I'm going to find a level K. And I'm going to have that student read to me while I take a running record. The running record not only tells me if their fluency is up to par, but it also tells me if they have issues in comprehension, because at the end of the reading lesson, the student has specific questions that they have to answer about comprehension. They have to summarize the story, sometimes they have to retell the story, and they have to talk about things within the text that require them to use their higher level thinking skills. So that really helps us to see, okay, well, this student can't necessarily read maybe 96%, maybe they're reading at 94%, but their comprehension is excellent. That might give you a clue into the child's learning difficulties. They could be dyslexic if that's the case. So this tool is excellent for just finding out where each student is, finding their strengths and weaknesses, and helping you to plan throughout the year. Like I said, we use this 3 times a year. We do a beginning of the year, middle of the year, and end of the year reading level assessment. And it takes quite a long time to do all of your students, especially if you have 2 groups of students during the day. And I do. I have 44. So it takes a while. It takes about 3 weeks to assess 44 students because, of course, you're trying to teach lessons as well as keep the class mildly under control while you're testing the other students. So it takes time, but it's worth it. It definitely helps for planning purposes, for understanding the students and what level they're on and what interventions they need. And I highly recommend this for any school district. It's an excellent tool. Thank you for listening today.